Growing up in Chicago was rough. I ended up joining the gang so I could be accepted, feel loved, feel protected because I wasn't protected as a kid.
Before I found the academy, I lived a sheltered life. Didn't really fit in with my family members, so I secluded myself in my room, which definitely isn't ideal when I have autism and ADHD.
During high school, my junior year, COVID hit. After the pandemic had happened, I just began looking for work because I didn't want to go back to school. But then August 15th came.
I got addicted to that lifestyle and I ended up catching a drug charge in Illinois and had to do some time behind that.
It still felt like something in my life was missing, so I was able to reach out to a friend, and they were able to more or less convince me to leave my job that I hated.
It became a family dispute between me and her mother about unpaid rent or something like that, but because I was subleasing her apartment. I had actually went to jail in June of 2025, so rent was paid a little bit later than what it was supposed to be. Her daughter then calls me, which is my favorite cousin, and when she called me, she told me that she was gonna be on the way to my house in 15 minutes. I'm thinking that us as family, we would be able to talk that out. We were not able to talk anything out. She came to my door trying to fight me, my best friend, and my oldest brother.
Ended up getting shot 5 times in Chicago, and I was told I could never work construction again.
Like, I was in a spot where I was still kind of depressed, so I didn't actively seek an escape. I just kind of sat there and was like, well, this is life. This is what it is.
Before we could close the door on her, she called someone from the bottom of the stairs, and I would assume it's her boyfriend, to try to kill me. He began firing shots all the way into my house, pretty much almost killing my best friend and my oldest brother, but somehow miraculously missed me.
I got released from prison in Chicago, and I came to Elkhart to stay with my aunt, and I wanted to get my son from Chicago, and I heard it was good jobs down here. I got the interview. They was like, you're hired, but when that background came back, it was like, I'm sorry, we can't hire you. So now I felt trapped, like, oh my God, I gotta go back to the streets. I gotta go still continue to hustle, still continue to do things that I said I never would do again once I got released out of prison.
I had a childhood friend that worked as a security guard for Goodwill. He reached out to me after seeing how kind of unsatisfied I was at my current job and convinced me to apply. So I ended up getting hired in as an assistant manager, and that's how I found out about the academy.
It was heartbreaking to see everything go on, but it was so relieving seeing the process, because how I look at it now, the worst has already happened.
I felt devastated. I felt like there was no hope for me to become different or become a better person. I felt useless. I felt like I didn't even deserve to be a mom, because how can I take care of my child? I have these degrees, I have these qualifications, but because of my mistake, I can't get a job.
When I found out about the academy in the automotive industry, I remembered my childhood dream of working on cars that I threw aside so carelessly. I just thought it wasn't really possible for me to do.
I had to think. I had to revisualize everything, and I had to understand that there is something good gonna come out of this.
I decided to sign up for the academy because I was working at Domino's and I was only making $12 an hour. I was not gonna be able to live on my own, making that amount of money, $400 every 2 weeks. So I started feeling defeated. It started getting heavy on me. So I gave them a call, I gave them a chance. They told me it was gonna be a waiting list. Called me 2 days later and I made it in 3 days.
After I had my conversation with the store manager, I sent an email out. It kind of surprised me a little bit because it was an immediate, like, hey, this is the available times we have if you want to set up an interview. I was nervous at first because, it's a big jump, it's different. So you don't really know what to expect, and I'm not used to anyone really caring about anything that has to do with me. So seeing that they cared, that I was interested in cars and wanted to have a brighter future, felt really nice.
Not too long after that, because that situation did cause me to lose my job, my car was repossessed. After my car was repossessed, I realized that I am hitting rock bottom. That's when I decided to go back to the Excel Center. And while I was there, I began talking to my life coach advisor, and she told me about the line manufacturing program, and she just said that it would be a great fit for you. And I believed her.
When I got to the academy, I was, nervous, mixed with a whole bunch of emotions. At Goodwill, the instructors, they embraced everybody in the class. Everybody had an identity. They got to know every last one of us. And it was the one-on-one and them getting to know us and finding out what our challenges was is what made me believe in myself and in this program. Because they showed me that this is the family that I was craving, a positive family that really cares about you succeeding in life.
On my first day into class, I wasn't sure what to expect. You know, my mind's racing. It's a completely new environment, new people, new experience as a whole. And when I opened the door and walked in, the first thing I met with is basically every person of almost any background you could think of right then and there. So it was nice to be in a room where not everyone was like a carbon copy of each other.
It was the people there. We had immediately become a small, dysfunctional family. We were amazing. We were friends with each other. We are still connected to this day, including the teacher. The teacher made us feel at home.
The classroom was pretty cool because they brought different people in to teach us different aspects of life that we didn't know about.
Graduation comes along, and I'm a little nervous, but you know, that's expected. But it was also really nice to look around and see I wasn't just the only one that graduated, like my classmates did too, and seeing that all of us were at the end and able to graduate was awesome.
They not only taught us how to succeed in a construction program or any other program that they have, they teach you how to succeed in life. Things that we don't know about, saving or putting up for a rainy day or putting up for your 401k.
After graduation, I had a book full of certificates. I was taking it to all of the staffing agencies in Hammond just to see what they would say, because I've been applying for jobs for quite some time now. After working with one staffing agency, they told me, we don't have any spots. After going to another staffing agency, she told me they also have no spots. But I showed her my portfolio and my book of certificates. She said, oh. As a matter of fact, there is somewhere I can put you. That's when I got the call for Ford.
The cool thing about the graduation was the representatives from each businesses, including Goodwill, businesses in the car industry, were present to see us graduate as well, and that was probably one of the cooler things.
When I graduated, I got emotional because I knew a chapter was closing. I knew the negative, it was gone. You know, I can't say that I won't go through things, because I will, but I know how to handle it now. So for me, it just, a weight was lifted off of my shoulder, because I seen a better version of me at that graduation, at that podium. I see people that believed in me. It was changing, life-changing. It just, a weight lifted off of me because I knew the world wasn't ready for the new me. and it's just a good feeling because now I can put back positive in the world.
Working at Goodwill is awesome. I get to see every part of the car, not just the part everyone normally sees, which would be the exterior or interior. I get to see how it actually works. And that's probably the coolest part about it.
It was amazing. I've always wanted to get my experience in at Ford. I've been ready to get a move on. Just want to go to work, make some money, do something with myself. Ford was able to give me a jump start on that, and it was all thanks to Goodwill and their line manufacturing program.
After graduation, I just never gave up. I followed up every lead they gave me, and one day that lead paid off. And I got a call from the union, and I'm back in construction, and that was the happiest call I got. Without the academy, I would be probably back in prison. I probably would spiral out of control because I'd have lost confidence in myself. I wouldn't have had the support system that I have now. And I'm just grateful for the academy for changing my life.
As a kid, I never imagined I could do much of anything, to be honest. The academy gave me more drive and purpose than what I had before, because I was originally just more than happy with just existing and not really trying, because life just kind of made me feel that way. I would definitely recommend the academy to someone else. There's so much opportunity to better yourself with the support of other people that really want to see you succeed. It's different when they want to help you versus they say they want to help you.
Goodwill makes you feel like you have everything when you have nothing. It gave me that hope that I would be able to go to college. It gave me that hope that I would be able to take my education and training further in my life. Because after not gaining my diploma, I thought I'm already too old. I was wrong. I was very wrong. thanks to Goodwill, I feel that there's more to life. I can see that there's more to life.